Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, you've got hobbies. I mean, I've got hobbies. We've all got hobbies. And no matter what that hobby is, whether it's music or movies, TV, anime, video games, it doesn't matter. Other people like the same stuff as you. So, you like to try and find them if you can. And whether you find them at your local game store or a convention hall or a concert or, hey, maybe you've gone on the internet, dabbled around on some message boards. You talk to these people about the stuff you like and you don't like about the hobby space. Maybe stuff you want to see the developers implement in an upcoming update in your favorite game, or maybe something about the tabletop that you think is a little bit overpowered that you want to see them even out in future installments. If you do this for a long enough time frame, you're going to run into people that you would call gatekeepers. And on the surface, this seems like a good thing. I'll be honest with you. This idea that you should keep your hobby spaces kind of free and open to people who want to engage with it. But we all know, if you've ever dealt with one of these people, it's never the case that they want you to have fun in there. I think the most common form of gatekeeping that we all experience is music. The joke that I think we've all heard is the girl wearing a Nirvana shirt is approached by some big dude who's like, "Oh, well, you like Nirvana? Why don't you name three other albums for me?" And for one, you'll notice that in these stories, it's always a woman. A lot of the times with gatekeeping, it does come from a place of, well, frankly, bigotry. These people want the fan base to fall in line with their ideals and belief structures. And a lot of the times, that means kicking out people who are otherized in society, who might think different than them. You can see this a lot, especially in the tabletop places as well. The group I'm dealing with right now is specifically a group of tabletop enthusiasts that they're very proud of calling themselves gatekeepers. They've developed a whole legion, by their own words, of people who make sure that they're going to keep their hobby space pure and clean. They use usernames with honorifics like General and Marshal and Purifier, and it's all so corny, but you're going to deal with these people online. They're going to screenshot the stuff you say. They're going to take you out of context. They're going to do everything they can to frustrate you out of this hobby space. But something you need to I'm sure you're aware of this if you think about the logical conclusion to these people who want the stories and structure to remain the same. Everything changes, you know, especially when it comes to companies like Games Workshop and Warhammer. The story has to go somewhere. Things are always going to be added in for you to purchase. I mean, their whole business model is pumping out, different models for you to buy. So, eventually, at some point in the progression of this story, something will be implemented that these guys don't like, these gatekeeper people. And they're going to have two choices. They're either going to get worse and talk about how this isn't real lore and how they're the only ones who have the rights to what is and is not a part of the hobby space, or they're going to just leave it because, oh, they've gone woke or something like that. You know how these people are. And I can't wait, you know. It's like, it seems like every time there's an election cycle, you run into these people who get surprised that Rage Against the Machine preaches left-leaning politics when it's like, what'd you think they were doing this whole time, man? Like, your belief structure, your need for rigidity and stagnation is going to be your downfall. One of these people I argued with about this said that my lack of care about how the story changes means I don't have an opinion on it. And that's not the case at all. I love how stories move forward. I love progression. I love change. Change doesn't even always have to be a good thing. But just I like for my stories to go somewhere. I don't like reading the same stuff over and over again. It'd be cool for new things to happen. So eventually, in these hobby spaces, new things happen that will make some people so upset that they can't even believe it's reality anymore. And, you know, when that happens, I just hope you all join me in laughing at them. We can all continue to have fun with these fictional, fantasy realms, and we can joke with our friends, and we can make our little homebrew chapters, and you can do anything you want in your personal time. It's these other folks who have a problem with that, who you have to stay within the rules. You have to stay within my little bars. And, I just hope that you're able to make fun of them or just block them. They're frustrating to deal with. They don't want anything but to make you mad and leave the hobby space. So naturally, they're going to leave. But you're only going to leave if they make you mad enough. So it's easier for you to win. Just take your time with it, be patient, and anybody who says you're not a true fan of the hobby, they'll be gone soon enough. I promise that. But I guess until the next time you deal with one of these gatekeeper guys, y'all try to have a good day.